want you to think back to a time when you were stressed and you couldn't calm down. You really needed to be calm for a moment, for like a band rehearsal or something stupid like that, where you have to be calm and relaxed. Breathing is a very useful tool for that exact situation. You need to calm down in a short period of time or a long period of time. You just take some deep breaths, but you can do a lot more than just take some deep breaths. So you have a couple different methods of doing breathing. So the first one is box breathing. So you might have heard of this because it is commonly used in hunting. When you pick up the gun and you're breathing right before you shoot the deer. It calms you down so you're ready to kill something. So what you do is you want to inhale for 4. So you hold for 4. So hold for 4, and then exhale for 4, and then you hold for 4 again, and then you inhale again. So it's going to look like this. So it's just like that. But you can do different time intervals. So you can do 3 seconds, you can do 5 seconds. If you want to go crazy, do 10 seconds. But just, you want to go in through the nose, out through the mouth. And if you can't go out through the mouth because you want to be more quiet, just go through the nose. I've done it. It's okay. And I know some of you people who have been corrupted by social media and all these trends. I call them trend slaves. Y'all are like, oh, mouth breathing. Oh, it's gonna ruin your jawline. It's fine. It's freaking mouth breathing. Mouth breathing is okay as long as you're doing this kind of breathing. And don't do it super duper often. Like, you're not doing this every single second of the day. So it's not gonna hurt you that bad. Now, as I said before, this method is used for hunting, but it can also be used for lifting weights. I had a friend who, I'll say his name, Landon. He referenced this to me. He said, right before a big squat set, you want to do some box breathing to really calm you down. Because I'm sure if you've lifted weights, as I've said you should do, you're about to do a big squat set. And honestly, I get terrified. And you probably get that feeling too. You're just terrified of the weight. Because the squats is a movement that if you fail and you don't have a spotter or any spotter pins, you will be crushed. So, or you have to throw the weight. So it is a truly terrifying exercise. But if you do some box breathing and calm yourself down, you're just gonna feel so much better, and you're gonna feel a lot more confident in yourself to hit the weight. All right. So the next and final breathing practice is a cyclic sigh. I think I'm saying that right. So this one's from Andrew Huberman. So what you want to do is you gotta breathe in, and then you take another sharp inhale, and you breathe out through your mouth. So it's gonna, here, do this with me. So that is a cyclic sigh. Now, this one has been tested and has been shown to lower cortisol. And if you've watched my previous videos, you know that when cortisol is high, testosterone is low. Cortisol is low, testosterone is high. Cortisol kills your testosterone. It's very bad. So this breathing practice, this will lower your cortisol levels, therefore increasing your testosterone output. So every time when you're getting morning sunlight, you want to, when you're walking around back there, do 10 cyclic sighs. And then finally, we want to discuss meditation. This is something I wasn't thinking about adding, but I can throw it in here. I will make a more in-depth video on this in the future. But meditation, it's very useful for training you to become more present and like just be more present in the moment. Like right now, I'm not really thinking about anything right now except that I gotta film a couple more videos after this. That's it. It's all that's running through my brain. And yes, there is other types of meditation, but this one is just for the purpose of making you more present, which is very useful because girls can notice when you're not present, when you're not in the moment, when you're having a conversation with them. Now so I want you to sit down in a comfy spot. Like, I'd consider this chair pretty comfortable. And then what I do I used to listen to this 10-minute thing from Hamza where he just tells you inhale, exhale. That's a pretty good thing for beginners. You can just look up Hamza meditation and it should pop up. Um, but now what I do is I will set a timer. So I actually have this nifty little timer right here where I can just set a timer and then it'll go on its own. And then during this time, all you want to think about, clear your mind, and I want you to just think about your breathing. Focus on that. So inhale, exhale. And you can do the other 2 breathing practices that I talked about during this time. I personally do that. So, and if you have other thoughts that come into your mind, just you're going to acknowledge that they're there, and then go back to your breathing, and then push those thoughts away. And as I've gotten better at this, I haven't had as many thoughts coming into my head. But now what I've realized is you need to push it longer if that's happening. If you're not getting any thoughts in a 3-minute period because you're doing so well, try pushing it to 5 minutes, 8 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Let's see, what else we got? Eventually, you can do 5 to 10 minutes of meditation a day. A lot of popular athletes that you know, like Olympic athletes, they do at minimum 10 minutes of meditation every day. But you're probably a beginner when it comes to meditation, so go ahead and start with just 1 minute, and you just work your way up. Like personally, right now, I'm at 7 minutes. I'm just slowly every single week working my way up to 10 minutes, and then eventually I want to work myself to 20 minutes. And if you'd want to do this in the morning to, like kind of focus in, that's what I personally do. But you can also do this at night to kind of calm yourself down as you're going to sleep. Have a good day.